word magic carries echoes of something ancient, mysterious, and yet profoundly intimate. When we hear about magicians, witches, and sorcerers in movies, books, and legends, we are transported to a universe where the impossible becomes possible. But the lingering question is, what is magic truly? Is it real, or just a fantasy perpetuated through time and cultures? Could we, mere humans, influence our material reality solely with the power of the mind? This is the first question any sincere seeker asks when delving into the subject. To answer it, we must let go of the fantastical conceptions that have accumulated over time. Magic is not, as many think, a pyrotechnic spectacle or a simple wave of a wand. It is, above all, a path of self-discovery. Think about daily life. How often have you felt uneasy around certain people or in specific places, as if something invisible lingered in the air? Perhaps a song played, and suddenly a whirlwind of emotions washed over you, carrying you to internal places you might not even like to visit. These experiences are not random. They reveal that we are constantly influenced by energies, vibrations, and emotions permeating everything around us. Magic begins precisely here, in the realization that the world is not merely a collection of solid objects, but a vibrational field where everything interacts with everything else. Our entire physical world is built upon an energetic dance of varying vibrational speeds. These vibrational variations are perceived by our senses as colors, sounds, sensations, shapes, and so forth. This interplay of lights and colors that forms our life is entirely shaped by the mental patterns we cultivate within ourselves. In other words, our life and the events we experience are external manifestations of the emotions our consciousness produces through the interaction of two distinct worlds, our inner world and the external world. At its purest core, magic is not merely about manipulating external reality, but transforming the magician. It is a process of self-discovery that demands the courage to look inward and question beliefs, fears, and limitations. What happens within us reflects in the outer world, and what happens outside us echoes internally. Therefore, the true magician seeks to harmonize these two spheres, cultivating a clear mind and a pure heart to act as a conduit between heaven and earth. True magic, from the dawn of humanity to the historical records we have, is fundamentally a set of practices aimed at educating, developing, and maturing the individual. This process enables them to know themselves, understand their true nature, and realize that their entire reality is governed by vibrational patterns that translate into specific states of consciousness. From humanity's earliest days, alchemy has been shrouded in mystery. Many associate it with the pursuit of transforming base metals into gold or achieving immortality through the elixir of life. However, true alchemy is far more profound and subtle. It transcends the physical realm, encompassing an inner journey that leads the practitioner toward self-knowledge, transcendence, and the understanding that true transformation occurs in consciousness. Alchemy teaches that humans are composed of three fundamental aspects: body, mind, and spirit. These three aspects are interconnected, and balance among them is the key to personal fulfillment. Thus, the alchemist does not seek to transform external elements, but first harmonizes these aspects within themselves. The body. The physical body is the foundation of human existence, the structure supporting our experiences in the material world. In alchemy, the body is not viewed as inferior or separate from the spirit, but as an essential tool for transformation. Imagine the body as an alchemical cauldron, where processes of purification, dissolution, and integration occur. It is the starting point of the journey, the vessel where dense energies can be worked and refined. A balanced diet, physical practices, and respect for life's natural rhythms are the keys to a healthy body. The mind. This is the alchemist's laboratory. It is in the mind that alchemical processes begin. The human mind is extraordinarily powerful, capable of creating and destroying, of elevating or imprisoning. However, it is often dominated by thought patterns that limit growth. Negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, and fears are the mental lead that must be transmuted. Through meditation, self-analysis, and cultivating virtues like patience and love, the mind refines itself, becoming increasingly receptive to higher vibrations. The spirit. The spirit is the true gold, eternal, immutable, and perfect, a fragment of the whole. It does not need to be transformed, but revealed. For this, the alchemist must remove the layers of ignorance obscuring its light. Connection with the spirit occurs when the body and mind are in harmony, functioning as a clear channel for divine energy to flow. The alchemist described the journey of transformation through various stages, both physical and metaphorical. Let's explore the main ones. Nigredo, blackness. The beginning of the process, where one confronts shadows and limitations. This is a phase of dissolution, where the ego begins to crumble to make room for new construction. It is painful, but necessary. Albedo, whiteness. After the darkness comes purification. This is a state of clarity, where the seeker begins to perceive the light that was always present, but hidden by impurities. It is the moment of reconnection with the divine essence. Citrinitas, yellowness. A stage of illumination, where the alchemist's soul begins to radiate wisdom. Lessons from previous stages are integrated, and the individual becomes more conscious of their role as a co-creator of reality. Rubedo, redness. The culmination of the alchemical process. This is the union of body, mind, and spirit, where the alchemist finally achieves full realization. The lead is transformed into gold. Heavy consciousness gives way to enlightenment. When stepping into the realm of true magic, the initiate begins to understand that everything they experience, whether good or bad, is a consequence of their own actions. For we are all, in truth, magicians at different stages of evolution. Gaining this awareness has its dual aspects, and as one navigates between good and evil, they can become an alchemist, a true architect of their own reality. But how can we bring these concepts into daily life? Well, alchemy happens in every choice we make, every challenge we face, and every lesson we extract from our experiences. For instance, when we overcome a destructive habit, we are practicing alchemy. When we transform anger into compassion, or sadness into acceptance, we are refining our inner lead. By knowing ourselves through physical experiences, we gain the power to elevate our consciousness to a state where we fully comprehend cause and effect, influencing matter through the emotional transformations we learn to produce via alchemy, a timeless art capable of turning the lead of consciousness into gold. Paracelsus, the alchemist of medicine. Philippus Aureolus Theophrastus, Bombastus von Hohenheim, known as Paracelsus, was a physician, alchemist, and mystic of the Renaissance. He revolutionized medicine by introducing concepts based on alchemy and vital energy, challenging the traditional practices of his time. Paracelsus believed that health was the result of balance between body, mind, and spirit, viewing the universe as a divine pharmacy where all diseases could be cured if the magician knew how to read nature's secrets. He was the first to describe the doctrine of signatures, which suggests that the shape and characteristics of plants or minerals indicate their healing purposes. His motto, "He who knows nothing of himself knows nothing of the universe," reflects his belief that self-knowledge is the key to all discoveries. Cornelius Agrippa, the scholar of the occult. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, 1486 to 1535, was a philosopher, alchemist, theologian, and Renaissance magician who profoundly influenced Western esoteric thought. His most famous work, De Occulta Philosophia, is one of the most significant texts on ceremonial magic, exploring themes like astrology, Kabbalah, alchemy, and the interplay between the spiritual and physical worlds. Agrippa viewed magic as a sacred science, revealing the connection between the human and the divine. For him, the universe was a vibrant manifestation of correspondences, where every physical element reflected spiritual aspects. His influence shaped ceremonial magic and mystical studies for centuries to come. John Dee, the Queen's astrologer and magician. John Dee, advisor to Queen Elizabeth I, was one of the most enigmatic figures of the 16th century. He was a man of many talents, astrologer, mathematician, alchemist, and explorer of spiritual realms. Dee sought to understand angelic languages and believed he received direct messages from celestial beings, which he recorded in his Liber Loagaeth, the Book of the Word of God. Among his greatest achievements was the development of Enochian magic, a system combining divine languages, magical tables, and invocations. Dee saw this magic as a way to communicate directly with angels, in an attempt to gain divine knowledge for the benefit of humanity. Despite his brilliance, Dee lived a life of extremes, alternating between recognition as a scientist and suspicion as a magician. Helena Blavatsky, the keeper of ancient wisdom. In the 19th century, Helena Petrovna Blavatsky brought a glimpse of Eastern esoteric traditions to the West. As a co-founder of the Theosophical Society, Blavatsky dedicated her life to exploring the unity underlying all religions and belief systems. Her most famous works, The Secret Doctrine and Isis Unveiled, reveal a grand vision of the cosmos, where science, spirituality, and magic converge. She advocated that the ancient wisdom transmitted by great magicians and mystics was the key to humanity's spiritual evolution. Blavatsky believed that all humans have the potential to access higher realms of existence, provided they are willing to pierce through the veils of ignorance. Eliphas Lévy, the father of modern magic. Eliphas Lévy, born Alphonse Louis Constant, 1810–1875, is widely regarded as the father of modern magic. His work, Dogma and Ritual of High Magic, popularized ceremonial magic and reintroduced the image of the magician as a spiritual philosopher, not merely a ritual practitioner. Lévy was among the first to associate tarot with Kabbalah, reinterpreting ancient symbols and making them accessible to new seekers. He also introduced the famous image of Baphomet, symbolizing the union of opposites and the reconciliation of dualities. His vision of magic as a spiritual and symbolic science paved the way for later esoteric orders. Magic, in its essence, is the eternal mystery connecting the visible to the invisible, the human to the divine, and the finite to the infinite. It is not about illusions or fantasies, but a profound understanding of the laws governing the universe and our role as co-creators of this reality. It invites us to awaken, look beyond the material world, and perceive the vibrational dance shaping our existence. Magic is the art of transformation, where we align our consciousness with universal forces, discovering that true power resides within. As we explore what magic truly is, we realize it is not merely hidden knowledge reserved for a select few, but a call to transcendence. Magic is the alchemy of the spirit, the art of transforming our shadows into light, our fears into strength, and our desires into conscious manifestations. It reminds us that life is a journey of self-discovery, and that, As we walk this path, we become magicians ourselves, capable of shaping reality through the power of our will and the purity of our intention. Thank you for watching.